Alright, everyone, this is episode 2 of Manufactoria 2022. In the last episode, we basically learned a lot of the basic mechanics of this game, which is you are making robots that have different colors on their tape and trying to filter them out based on certain rules. And, there's a little bit of a story where it seems like we're growing the robots a lot, and it's probably all going to go catastrophically wrong, but we just got our first salesman, and we got a couple new levels in here. This is basically right after I filmed the first episode. Just went back, checked, made sure the video looked good, and it pretty much does. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. Let's see. This is a shower head that follows its owner around the tub and runs a head-to-toe spray down. Seemed like it sold itself. But, well, Marcus wasn't sold. He thought we needed to kick it up a bit. He agreed he could work on that while I actually worked on building the thing. Okay. So, I noticed my face here is kind of in front of the controls. So that's kind of what the control center looks like. I'm just going to be keeping my face there for most of this because there's not really a good other place to put it. But, yeah, so if you're wondering, those are sort of the options. You might get some more, but I think all those controls are going to be generally the same throughout all the levels I expect, so I'm just going to leave that. Let's see. Junk robots that enter with any red on their tape. Okay, well that should be easy enough. So I just, if I have a robot, I get a filter. If it has a red to start, I junk it. If it has a blue, I need to see, because it's okay if it has a bunch of blues. Once it's out of everything, sorry, this one on the left needs to be the junker because it has a red, and then if it has blues, it's just going to go back and forth until it ends. So I think that should be good. Nice. And, oh, the other thing I noticed it's missing, you can't really see the little drawings. So, Marcus sold the sprayer as giving a precise waste-free shower. While it did work, it wasn't quite precise yet. I was worried about upset customers, but Marcus said we were selling the future, so early in our business we couldn't be limited by the facts of the present. Interesting. So it looks like we've got a little bit of an unethical salesman maybe, and an owner who is just interested in building robots and isn't super concerned with the ethics of the whole thing. Let's see. Folding clothes sheets and other sundries can take quite a while. I figure we could sell a few hundred folding bots to big organizations, but Marcus told me I was thinking too small. Just build it and he'd handle the rest. Okay. Accept robots that enter with an even number of commands. 0 is even. Junk the rest. Okay, so that shouldn't be too hard. So it starts, and then it has a command. But if I need something with another command. Okay, so this, what if I did this, and then so if it's 0, it's good. Then these ones on either side will be if there's an odd number of inputs. So if it stops there, it's bad. So like if this is blue and then there's a red, that's another even, so it's back to the even check. If it's odd, I should bring it back to the evens again. So I can just bring it back. And same on the other side. Yeah. So, to show you how this works, so if there's nothing, it just gets accepted. If it has like blue then red, it goes through this even tester and then reads the red. So it's like the side ones are when you've already read an odd number. And if you do 2 blues in a row, we'll do 2 blues then 2 reds to really see it. So if you have 2 blues, it will just read those 2 and then come back. And if you have 2 reds, it will read the 2 reds and then come back. So basically, your possibilities are blue, blue, and it goes around, red, red, and it goes around, blue, red, and it immediately passes back, or red, blue, and it goes back. So you've read 2, so if it was even, it's still even. And if it stops on the side, that means it had an odd number of inputs. This should work fine. Oh wait, that's just the run test. Right. How do I go back to the run all? Okay. Great. I expected many buyers for a several $1,000 giant mechanical arm, but Marcus somehow convinced people it was the latest lifestyle necessity. We sold hundreds every month. Was this what success looked like? Oh. Yeah, so these are getting a little bit trickier. Ironing was a natural follow-up to folding, but it seemed a bit niche to me. Not to worry, Marcus said. We'd bundle our ironing and folding bots together, have the price, and make it up on volume. Alright. Accept robots that enter with an odd number of red and an odd number of blue. Okay, so it seems to me that we'll have to think through 4 scenarios. If you have even blue and even red and odd red and even blue, odd red and odd blue. So we start here. Let's give myself some space. Okay, so let's say we've read a blue. That would be an odd blue. And then we did this. So if we've read 2 blues, we've taken off an even number of blues. So we're back where we started. And I think that's the same idea with the reds. If we take off 2 reds, we're back where we started. Okay, but what if we read a blue then a red? Okay, then we have done an odd number of both. And same as if we did a red or blue. So these probably do the same. We've read an odd number of both. Okay, so then if we have done that, then we can get another tester. And if it's just red, it's like we've read that. So I kind of want it just to go here. But can I? Nope. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay, you can't. So, can I move things? Copy your selection. Nope. Let's see. Shift, toggle. Right click to grab machines and select them for placement. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want to like take a whole section and slide it over. that be your selection? Selecting move group submission. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Because like this red one, I think I want to go here. Maybe I need pipes. Can I do this and okay, so let's see. So if we have 2 reds, we're back to where we started. 2 blues, we're back to where we started because we've used an even number of blues. If we do red then a blue, I've used an odd number of both, so it's the same place as if we used a blue then a red. So if you used an odd number of both and you read red, you've then used an even number of red and an odd number of blue. So I think this one needs to be the opposite. So we've now used an even red but an odd blue, so we're back to this path. And we can go here. So this might go horribly wrong. But I think if I do this, it should work. Oh, I don't want to do a test. Wait, what? Oh, I did backwards. Okay, odd and odd. This is fine. I just need to switch these. I just need to... Awesome. And the toasty warmth of our success, Marcus explained to me his philosophy on success. For sales, it didn't matter how well something worked or how useful it was, as long as it seemed like the biggest and most futuristic product around, buyers would come. Sometimes that's true. So let me show you like a test. So, all right, so if we have an odd blue and an odd red, well, no. So if you had nothing, it just drops into the fire, right? So let's say we have a blue. So this will be an odd number of blues. So we've moved the odd blue. So you've seen an odd blue. So if we see an odd number of reds at this point, we're good. But, so we have an odd number of blue and an even number of reds. But that's the end. So it gets rejected. But if you say have an odd number of blue and an odd number of reds, it goes there. We've seen an odd number of blues. Now we've seen an odd number of reds. So we go back to this thing, which if it's done, we're great. And if not, we've either seen an even number of reds or an even number of blues, and we have to go back to that previous step. And similarly, if we just do 2 blues in a row, or I'll do 3 blues in a row so you can see. We've seen none, so it's even. Then we see 1, so it's odd. We've seen 2, so it's even. And we've seen an even number of blues, so we go back to where we started. Because we've seen an even number of blues 2 and an even number of reds 0. So this whole thing is just parodies of blues and reds, as in even odds, determines where it is on the track. Cool. finish the iron arm. So, let's try this Leatherton. After the success of the Super Sprayer, minus a few minor complaints about misleading advertising, Marcus and I decided to build a companion bot, an auto loofah, discovering every part of his owner with unbeatable precision. Oh boy. So, junk robots that enter with any blue after red. Okay, so it needs to be all blues to start, and then all reds to finish. So we go, we see if it's blues. Alright, so we should go until we've seen all the blues. I guess if it's only blues, that should be fine, because there's no blues after reds, which is the requirement. So this will get all blues. So this goes to the all. So it's been all blue, so it sees the first red. At this point, if we see more reds, we're gonna keep checking. If we see any blues, we should trash it. And if we saw all blues and all reds and we made it to the end, we should succeed. Yeah, so the only way this fails is if we see a red and then a blue. And that will go here. And I'll show you that. So if we do blue, 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 red, 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 it just does a bunch of blues over again. And then once it gets to the red, it does the same thing with the reds till it runs out and succeeds. But if we do if we do a blue, a red, then a blue, it starts off the same way. We get to the red, but at this point we've seen a blue after a red, so it drops it in the exit. So if we just run at this point, beautiful. We sold the Super Leatherton combo as a productivity tool. No more wasted minutes spent showering by hand. Would you use your new time to write a sonata or the next great American novel? Only you could decide. You know what? Sorry, I just noticed that I should be able to turn this sorter around. Because if it's blank, it can go to this blank and drop in here instead, which will allow me to delete that. Nice. Oh, I got an achievement for improving that. Cool. As I said, I'm mostly not doing the challenges, but I just saw that solution. Let's see. Delivery robots were popular for food and packages, but Marcus's market research found an application closer to home. When you just finished a video or song you want to change, but your phone lay just out of reach, a helping robot hand from a robot friend could save you from moving an inch. Okay. Only accept robots that enter with blue, blue, blue in a row anywhere on their tape. Okay, I think this was a level on the original Manufactoria. Something very similar, at least. So let's do this, and we'll say this can be a first blue. And I'll just say down again. If it's red, we need to check again if somewhere else there's a blue on the tape. And then it's kind of the same idea, right? You just keep going until there's no blues. And this is being super inefficient. But if it's got 3 blues, it can be great. Otherwise, you can junk it. This is really inefficient, but that's okay. Oh, that's not the right conveyor belt. Okay, so basically it goes down. If it sees a red at any of these spots, it's gonna go all the way back to this beginning. If it sees 1 blue, 2 blue, 3 blues in a row, it says good. And if it runs out before it sees the 3 blues in a row, it drops into one of the exits. Let's try this. Awesome! After I got the robot working, Marcus told me to misprogram it to crush phones instead, then release slow-mo footage online. I was horrified, but Marcus told me this sort of bloopers video was critical for brand penetration and viral spread. Was all publicity really good publicity? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Marcus seems to be selling a lot of stuff. I feel like I can definitely make this more efficient, because this doesn't necessarily need to go into the exit here if it's out on tape. Like, it can just carry all the way up to the start. So if I move this whole thing over, that'll help. Yep, and then what? And then if I should be able to. Oh, that exit really does need to go there. Well, at least this whole thing can move up one, can it? If I just... Yeah, that counts as a conveyor. What if I also just start this one here and delete this? Because this is going into the same way, it's just coming from a different direction. And then, is there anything else clever I can do right now? Like if I move the... Can I... I mean, I could do that, but I would just have to go back around. I guess that works because I could move this here and this here. Is there anything else I can do here? Well, I suppose I could just have this come back here and use this single file for everyone. Now then, what if I like flipped this basically? What if I put this here and junker here? Move this down. We can move. Get rid of this one. Alright, I feel like there's maybe even more I could do by like moving these filters and like directly next to this blue one. But I'm pretty satisfied with this, so I'm gonna move on. Okay, and that, because I beat these two, and then updated this next one. But I'm gonna finish up at door division first. Yeah, and I said I wouldn't do the challenges, but like if I'm inspired in the moment, you know, I'll try them. Let's see. Other home automation companies could turn on lights, heat, and music before owners were scheduled to get home. Wouldn't it feel even more welcoming if a friendly robot arm swung your front door open just before you got there? Except robots that enter with 3 red or blue in a row anywhere on their tape. Okay, so this is very similar to the 3 blue that we just did. So can I just like mirror it on the other side? So we do blue. Do a blue-red filter. If it's blue, that's 2. Well, I think I need some space here. This will be a 3rd blue. And then that would be enough for a success. So I can copy this and... I don't want to mirror this, but I don't think I can. Alright, so we will do this, that's the 2nd red. Second blue. So if it's red or blue, I need to send it back to the start. That'll work for those ones. These ones need to go on fires, and this will need to go into a fire. So I just need to get these 2 back to the start. Okay, well let's not overthink this yet. This needs to go in. Well, that's fine. And these can be fires. Oh, I rejected. Oh, okay. Interesting. So I did a red, and then I did the first blue. So this shouldn't go here. This should go to the I've already seen a blue thing. Okay. So how do I get these 2 to cross to each other? I'm tempted just to delete all of this. Just because, so that's blue. You know what? going to see if I can finish this kind of quickly. So this blue, and this is red. But this blue needs to get here, and this one needs to get here. Huh. How would I do that? Because I need a cross. I mean, I'm sure I could do like some crazy loop down here. So, I mean, maybe I'll just do that, but it's very inefficient. And also, like, okay, so you get that, right? But like, okay, so this goes back to the second blue, and then this red can go to the second red. This will get you to, this is one blue, this is, and then I guess I'll make this a pipe. And if it's blue, it's good. It's a fire. And this will be one blue, red. This is a second red. And so, okay, so this will be 3 reds can go here, and then this is back to a single blue. Will this work? Oh, I need to put a fire there. And one here, and one here. And this... Okay, cool. We had a few small technical hitches involving our robots opening the door for anyone or anything that approached. Luckily, Marcus found us a new market. Pet owners put the arm by their backyard doors and raved about it. Who still uses pet flaps? Okay, that's fun. Yeah, so this one, if it... very inefficient, but whatever, it worked. So the deal is, we start here, and this says, okay, we've seen one blue in a row or a red in a row. If we've seen a blue in a row, we go here. If it's red, we've now seen one red in a row, so we take this whole path to the I've seen one red in a row conveyor belt. And similarly, if we do red and then blue, we take this whole path to the I've seen one blue conveyor belt. So then after you get here, if you've seen 2 blue conveyors, or 2 blue in a row, you get passed through to this, have I seen a 3rd blue, in which case it's correct, and otherwise I see a red and have to go back to I've seen 1 red. And it's the same on the other side, I've seen 3 red, or I go back to I've seen 1 blue. And if anything ends prematurely, I drop it in a fire. Okay, cool, so this was one of the first pretty tricky ones, but I think I'm going to call it there. A little bit of a longer episode, but we're pretty much figured with this section, at least the basic challenges. So that was episode 2. Hope you're enjoying the series. All right, bye.